Very, very special film. I will never forget that film in my life. And it's not a film, it's something else. It's not just a emotional experience, but it's a spiritual, emotional, physical, all kind of experience. And these are the films which maybe in a century, if you pick up 100 films, it will somewhere or the other figure in that list. These are the films which once in a lifetime happens. So I was always excited about it when it came to the theatre. Now I'm excited about it that it's premiering on Star Movies, and I'm really eager how our audience will enjoy it again. This is that kind of film which you would want to preserve because it doesn't end when in the first viewing. You want to see it again and again because the film leaves some questions, some queries in you. And I've met people who told me that after watching the film for 15 days, for a week, for a month, we kept on thinking about it. What was it? So that's, sometimes a film does something to your mind and heart which generally film doesn't do. So this is the film which stays with you, which keeps interacting with you once you have watched it. It was challenging. It was always challenging working with Ang Lee, because for Ang Lee, for himself, the subject was very challenging. So, and it became challenge for everybody in the unit. If you would have come to Taiwan when we were shooting the film, it was like 300, 400 people at a time in a meditation. They were all engrossed to come, to do justice to the subject, to do justice to the challenge which had been thrown in front of them. So it became like a challenge for everybody, not just for the director. When I read the story and, I did the film, one thing stays with you, that everything the story you think is reality, actually there's no reality. It's all your perception. There are things which you believe in, you think this is what has happened. Even the history, what has been told to you is a story, is a perception of somebody. When it's a perception, it becomes a story. So we are all creation of stories, and what are we? We are stories. We are making our stories right now with our choices. For me, word of mouth is much more important. When I promote a film, when I tell the audience that, go and watch this film, it's a fantastic film, and the audience seems that, it was not what I promised. So I care for my promise, what I promise. So that's something very important for me. And I haven't learned the craft of promoting out of the context. I haven't understood the value of it, and I don't have the talent of that. Even if I understand the value of it, I need to have conviction to promote myself out of the context, which it doesn't come, naturally to me. And to do something, to do something which you don't believe in becomes a burden. So I try to do what I believe in and what so that, people have trust. When I say that it's a good film, go and watch it. So at least some people have trust in that, and they buy my words and they go and watch it. And I will be very ashamed and embarrassed if I promise that, this is a fantastic film and go and watch it and the film turns out to be nothing. So, so I would rather let the film talk on its own, and I would rather inform audience that, this is the film which is coming, and I will leave it to the audience, because audience is very, they're intelligent people. Yeah, it's a 4,000 crore business, and that's something we can look up to. We shouldn't limit ourselves to 200 and 300 crore. There's a market which can, Life of Pi can earn 3,000 crore, 4,000 crore. So that's something, which can inspire us. And that film was not a typical masala film. So that's something very interesting, a film which is philosophical, which has adventure, the theme is completely different. Even that film can grab the audience, and which can give the studio 4,000 crore of rupees. So we should believe in our own abilities and the strength of the story, and that can take you to places.